There comes a point in every man's life when he has to face the truth. Not the version of the truth he wants, but the one that hurts. The one that strips away the fantasy, the hope, the illusions, and forces him to confront what's really going on. You know the moment I'm talking about, when you've been bending over backwards for a woman, giving her time, energy, loyalty, showing up when she's silent, supporting her when she's distant, making excuses for her when your gut is screaming the opposite of your words, and despite all of that, you feel like you're losing her. Or, worse, like you never really had her. If you've ever been in that position, then what I'm about to say is going to hit hard. And it should. Because some of you are wasting years trying to turn a maybe into a yes. And that needs to stop. Stop lying to yourself. Let's start with the root. Most men who stay in these dead-end dynamics aren't being lied to by women. They're lying to themselves. You keep saying, she's just scared. She's been through a lot. She just needs time. She's confused. No, she's not confused. She just doesn't want to choose you. And she doesn't want to say it outright because she's comfortable with your presence, your energy, your validation. She likes being wanted. She likes having you as an emotional cushion. But she doesn't see you as the one. And here's the brutal reality. When a woman sees a man as her future, she doesn't hesitate. She doesn't delay. She doesn't keep you guessing. She doesn't give you crumbs. She chooses you, clearly, boldly, without ambiguity. If she's not doing that, stop waiting for the day she will. If she's dodging clarity, she's avoiding certainty, you've asked her where this is going. You've tried to define the relationship. You've brought up how you feel, what you want, and where you hope this connection can go. And every time you try to pin it down, she dances around the topic. She's not ready. She doesn't want to ruin the vibe. She needs to heal first. She doesn't know how she feels. Translation: she's not invested enough to commit, but she's not ready to let you go either. That's why she dodges clarity. Because clarity leads to decisions, and decisions lead to accountability. If she gives you a firm answer, she can't play both sides anymore. She can't keep you around as her maybe, her backup, her attention source. So instead she says just enough to keep you hooked, but never enough to make you secure. And a man who doesn't demand clarity will settle for confusion, every time. You're not in a relationship. You're in an emotional loop. Look at your dynamic closely. You're not in love. You're addicted to her attention, to her approval, to the potential of what this could be if she just finally chose you. But here's the dangerous thing about potential. It's not real. It's a fantasy. And fantasies will keep you emotionally invested in someone who has no intention of building reality with you. You'll go weeks without real progress. You'll feel the distance. She'll ghost, withdraw, get busy. And just when you're about to walk away, she drops a text. I miss you. You mean a lot to me. I'm sorry I've been distant. Suddenly your hope is restored. You think it means something? It doesn't. It's a reset button. It's her way of keeping you emotionally tied without giving you the commitment you deserve. Wake up. That's not a relationship. That's a loop, a cycle. And it's draining your masculine energy by the day. Her indecision is her decision. Men often wait for a clear no to move on, but women rarely give a hard no, especially when they benefit from your presence. That's why you keep holding on. Because she hasn't explicitly said she doesn't want you. But let me ask you this. If someone keeps you in limbo, isn't that already a choice? Her silence is an answer. Her inconsistency is communication. Her lukewarm energy is rejection in disguise. A woman who truly sees your value doesn't delay. She doesn't gamble with your heart. She moves toward you, not away from you. So stop waiting for a clear rejection to validate what you already know in your gut. Indecision is a decision, and it's one that you don't have to stick around for. You always feel like you're not enough. This is where it cuts the deepest. Because this situation, this limbo, this guessing game, it slowly starts to rot your self-worth. You find yourself constantly analyzing, am I texting too much? Am I not doing enough? Did I say something wrong? You start filtering your words, walking on eggshells, being extra careful not to upset her. You become a version of yourself that isn't authentic, all for the hope that maybe, just maybe, she'll finally love you back. But what you don't realize is this: a woman who truly values you will never make you feel like you're not enough. You won't have to chase. You won't have to audition. You won't feel like a performer trying to earn applause from someone who barely claps. When you're being strung along, she keeps you in that state of uncertainty on purpose. That emotional confusion is what keeps you locked in. It's psychological, because when you're unsure, you invest more, you give more, try harder, chase deeper, all in the hope that maybe she'll finally see your worth. But here's the bitter truth. She already sees your worth. She just doesn't want to choose you. She wants to keep you, not commit to you. There's a massive difference, and if you don't see it, you'll spend months, maybe even years, trying to earn something that was never even on the table. So what do? You stop reacting, and you start acting like a man of substance. You stop trying to prove your worth to someone who doesn't value it. You stop adjusting yourself to fit into someone else's indecision. You stop accepting crumbs and start demanding consistency. Here's how. Pull back your energy when it's not being reciprocated. Stop giving. Stop over-texting. Stop initiating. Stop pouring from a cup that never gets refilled. Let your absence speak where your presence was taken for granted. Set standards and enforce them. Every man needs non-negotiables, not in theory, in practice. If emotional inconsistency is a deal breaker for you, then walk when it happens. If ghosting and flaking are unacceptable, then don't tolerate them. Don't just talk standards, live them. Trust your gut over her words. If something feels off, it is. You don't need a long explanation. You don't need closure, you need self-respect. Your gut is your masculine compass. Stop ignoring it. Walk away from uncertainty. Don't argue. Don't beg. Don't try to get her to see your side. If she's unsure, that's your answer. If she's stringing you along, walk away before you lose more of yourself. Because here's the truth. You're not here to be someone's backup plan. You're not here to be emotional support with no reward. You're not here to constantly prove your value to someone who's blind to it. You are a man of value. Start acting like it. Final thought: if this hit you hard, good. That means something in you is waking up. That means you're done being the guy who waits, hopes, and bleeds silently in the background. It's time to stop letting your loyalty become your downfall. It's time to stop chasing women who wouldn't walk 10 steps toward you. It's time to remember who you are. This isn't about being bitter. This is about being better, sharper, more aware. Because real women respect men who respect themselves. And if she doesn't value that, she's not worth your future. Want to go deeper? This was just the surface. In my exclusive course, we break this down step by step. How to recognize emotional manipulation before it starts. How to build authentic attraction without games. How to avoid modern dating traps that drain your confidence. How to become a man who attracts loyalty, not confusion. Check the link in the description. Your future self, the one who doesn't chase, who doesn't settle, who leads with purpose, will thank you. Until next time, stay sharp, stay stoic, stay a man of substance, stay a man of substance.